Right then, the Viking.
Yeah, now
We did a little bit on this before, didn't we, with the,
we have.
with the TV
a little bit
company.
when it first came in. It's been seriously followed by the Bangers TV programme. So it will be on the Bangers TV programme. So basically, it's starting its life now as a film star car.
Is it XJ8?
No, it's XJ6.
XJ6.
4.2 XJ6.
Oh, there you go.
There you can see. That's exactly what it is. Now, obviously, the donor car was a 1970 or 72, I think. 70, I think, maybe. 71, 72, 4.2 XJ. Now, the beauty of this car is that it looks the business. Let's be fair, it does look a real piece of the car. Got the hood and all the rest of it. There's all the hood irons and what have you in there, and the cover, and it's all in there, ready to go on. It's never actually really been finished, and it's never been registered for the road. I'm not saying it hasn't been run around the block a few times, it has. Seats, in my opinion, want addressing. In fact, personally, I think they want to change it. But there's lots and lots of improvements that can be made to a car that is really quite unique, in as much as that I think, I'm right in saying there was about 5 of these produced. They're all obviously very much the same, pretty well identical. But the beauty of this car is owned and entered by the man who built it. Now, there were several guys working for a particular manufacturer, small car manufacturer, who known as Viking, if you like. And he was one of the guys that was working on this project. So he actually built most of this car and has owned it ever since. Wound up buying it when the firm got in trouble, I gather, and has owned it ever since. His family were they're cast people. They were making what can I say? Things, anything that's cast on this car, like the mascot, the rad cap and such like, was made by him by hand. So they were casting engineers. That's probably the best way to put it. Headlamp just wants realigning and fixing and putting up right. Obviously, it wants recommissioning, it wants finishing, if you like. And it's basically done, but it wants going over again. So I'm not saying there's just a week's work on it. There's probably a month's work on this to go through it from start to finish, and you know, go over the brakes and such like, and even down to daft things like wipers want sorting and bits and pieces like that. It's got a crack on the screen that side, but it's flat glass, so it's no problem at all. There's probably 80, 100 quid of the glass, so it's no big deal. But most people wouldn't do it, just put a tax disc or something over that crack, wouldn't you? And that's the end of that. So basically, it's all XJ6 running gear, hand built, a mixture of fiberglass and aluminium, beautifully styled, beautifully moulded, beautifully put together. You've only just got to look at the doors, well, that one's locked. But if you open that door that side, you'll see just how lovely it all fits. And now the door shuts, it's bang on. They really have made a lovely job of it. There you go. And there's no drop in the door, it's all perfectly strong. So basically, you're talking about a copy of an SSJ. That's what it's based on, and that was the concept. It was a copy of an SSJ, pre-war SSJ, which were very popular in their day, but of course the SS was dropped wartime for obvious reasons. SS standing for Swallow Sidecar. That was the basic manufacturer of Jaguar. So what more can I say? It's owned and entered by the man who built it. The man who built it is more than willing and very keen to talk to the new owner, talk him all through it. He was telling me so much stuff, I'll be honest, it was mind-blowing, in as much as that I just could not take it all in. There was so much spec he was telling me about, because he knows every square inch of the car, in as much as that's a Jaguar S-Type radiator in there, and loads of things like that. But it's basically all Jaguar running gear, automatic gearbox, which is great. It is what you see, even down to period, I think they're SP68s, I think. Those tyres, they were the tyres that XJ6s came out on. So try to keep it as authentic as possible. But would you wind up putting larger wheels on? I don't know, depends what you want. But all I know is that whoever buys it is going to wind up with a very, very, very rare, nearly unique car, in as much as there was 5 produced. I think I'm right in saying, but don't hold me to any of this, but I think I'm right in remembering that they can trace maybe 3. They can't trace all 5. So out of the 5 produced, 3's known of apparently. And I think, well, again, the way I was told it from memory, I don't think they're in this country. Maybe one might, but that might be it. So you're going to be owning and driving just about a more or less a unique car, hand built from scratch.
There you go.